Hello guys. So I thought I'd show you how to make a game using my new game engine. It's really simple. All you have to do, my game engine comes with a tool for you to actually generate like a base project. So I'm going to use that now and we're just going to make some simple application using that. So all you have to do is go to a folder where you want to generate it. Now my new game engine is just called C Engine, and it comes with this tool called SEG, C Engine Generator. That's what it stands for. So you just type SEG and the name of your new application. So let's just call it game. And you can see here it said generating project game done. Okay. So now if I go into game, because it generated a folder here, we got everything pre-packaged for us here. So now we're actually ready to start hacking on our game. So what it comes with is just a simple application with one scene. And if we actually run make here and compile this and we run the binary, we're just getting an animated cross here. That's all we're getting. So what I want to do here is that we're just gonna make this cross. We're gonna be able to move this cross with our keyboards, with our keys on the keyboard. So what we let's also add a sprite to that cross. That could be cool. So to do this, we'll simply go into the main actor, because the main actor in this case is the cross. We can see here that it's moving the actor for demonstrational purposes here. And here you can see the draw function, we're just drawing the cross. So we're gonna remove this this cross drawing here. And the first thing we want to do is to add a sprite to this this cross actor here. It's actually just called main actor. So to do that, you simply do texture t, texture is equal to texture get. Actually, I think we can probably create a sprite right away. So we can do sprite t, sprite is equal to init sprite. Actually, I have to look at the API to do this. Sorry guys. Sprite.h init sprite with texture. Right. So what we can do here is init sprite with texture, and then we can do texture get, and then just some file here. Let's call it a player.png. And actually, we don't need to store this sprite in a variable. We can just do actor sprite is equal to init sprite with texture get player.png. So now obviously we don't have that PNG file. So I'm just gonna draw something out here. So let's create a new sprite. Let's make it 16 by 16. And let's do layer, new layer. Actually no. Edit. Where is it? Image. Layer. Transparency, add alpha channel. Okay, and then we're just gonna draw something here. So I'm just gonna draw. Let's draw like a happy smiley or something. Oh. Change the brush to 1 pixel brush. 1 pixel. Okay, so let's just make a happy guy here. So just like that. And then we're going to draw some. It's gonna have blue eyes. And he's gonna have a red mouth. Okay. He don't look very happy. Anyway, that will do. And then we're gonna remove the white stuff. Okay, then we're gonna do export as I'm gonna find my my game folder here. Where is it? Modified. There we go. And we're just gonna name it player.png. Now we're gonna exit GIMP. So now if I refresh my tree here, we should see that we have a player.png. Okay. So now if we compile this, we're getting a syntax error because it shouldn't be a semicolon there. Okay, so compile it again. If we run it, we're seeing the player sprite right there that we made. So now let's make it so that we can move this character around. So let's remove that motion here in the update function, the tick function, compile it, and now he's standing still. Now if we want to check for key press, we can do if keyboard check pressed glf key left, so we want to move him left, self x minus equals let's do 1, and we also need to include cengine keyboard.h to move him, and then we compile. I think we need to include glfv as well. I'm just gonna copy it from here. I never remember how to write that out. So we want to do this, and now we can compile. And now if we run it, if I press left, he's moving left. And let's add it for all the other keys as well. So as you can see, it's very simple to make a game like this. So we're gonna do keyboard press right, x plus equals 1, and then we're gonna do it for the y-axis as well. Let's move it here so we can see the code better. So we're gonna have up, and the y is gonna decrease. Y is gonna increase on down. Let's compile it, run it, and now we can move him freely around. Now my game engine also has a built-in sort of physics engine. So what you can do to use that is actually to do for example, if you want to use the physics engine push method on the left key press here, we can do physics vec2 push, and we can do self dx. Actually, we want to do as a reference for self dx and self, and the reference for self dy, and then we can set an angle. So let's set it to 0, and the amount of force, let's put 10.0f. We might have to include something here. Yeah, we need to include cengine physics.h. So now if I press left, nothing is actually going to happen, because we need to also update the physics engine. So to do that, we're just going to call physics tick actor self. Okay, and now if we compile and we run it, first of all, we used the wrong angle. So maybe we should do 180. So now he moves to the right location, but the force is a little bit too much. Now what if we set the actor friction to 0.5f? It didn't really do much. Let's put it at 2.5f. Didn't really do much either. 6.5f. Let's do 9.5f. I don't know if it... We should probably decrease the force here as well, so let's put 5. Still a bit too much. Let's just do 1. Okay. So as you can see now, the character is sort of sliding. So it's actually using the delta position instead to calculate the new position. So that's pretty cool. Now I wonder why the friction didn't really have, it seemed to me that the friction didn't really have any effect here. So there might be a bug in my engine, I don't know. If we go to the actor, no, physics.c, friction, physics to 0, physics to 0, actor friction. Oh, it's because we're multiplying by delta time, so it's just that this number needs to be a lot greater, I think. 20. Yeah, now it's definitely having some effect. So let's do 50. So now, the longer I hold the key, he's gonna gain momentum. Let's give him a bit of more push. So you can do this for all of these as well if you want to. So in this case we would do 0. So now on the x-axis here, it's actually using the physics engine. And I guess we can do... so for up, I wonder if it's going to be 90. Yeah. And for down, to 70. Cool, so now we can move him around with actually, and it has some friction to it. So if I let go of the key, he keeps moving for a bit. So it's like he's sliding on ice, basically. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I wrote this generator before that lets you generate a game like that. So I can show it to you one more time. So if we do SEG game2, it generated a game2 folder. And if you compile that using make, we're getting this default application here. So yeah, that's how my generator for my engine works. It lets you create a game real quick and just, yeah, lets you get started real quick into actually making a game. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.